The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through.
Is it better to be loved or feared?
That's a good question. It's nice to be both, but it's very difficult. But if I had my choice, I would rather be feared. Fear lasts longer than love. Friendships that are bought with money mean nothing. You see how it is around here. I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny. It's fear that keeps them loyal to me. But the trick is not to be hated. That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough where they need me, but they don't hate me. Don't forget what I'm telling you.
Yo, I don't know if y'all can hear me. I think I may have set this up. What's up, y'all? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Cool. Can y'all hear me? Am I live? What up, Big Tyler? Cool. Let me see. Way better. Okay, cool. Cool. What happened was what's happening coming all the way in from Georgia. Right on, y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Thank you for the love. Sometimes, you know, you like, should I take my necklace out? And then sometime it's just that little bling that catch them. Yeah. Whoa, we in June now, y'all. And we made it. Blessings to your health. Blessings to my health. Blessings to everybody out there. I'm happy that you are carving out Thursday at 1 p.m. I want to say thank you for that. And the reason I do this is, one, because it's fun for me. And two, I want to give something back. I want to give something back to everybody who takes interest in my life. And what I want to give back is things that I've learned, things that I have come to understand, things that I have accomplished, and basically saying, if I can do it, you can do it too. Hold on. Had to get that out the shot. Today, I told myself, what up, D? D is coming in from Texas. D is the man who keeps it logical. D is the man who runs a motorcycle ministry, motorcycle club. So if you move with more on the religious side of life, that you would make that something you want to apply to a motorcycle club, then Keep It Logical is who you want to look up on YouTube and get in touch with D. And that's his motorcycle club. It's amazing. And this is what we do. We network. We help each other out. We get people pointed in the right direction, because we are here on planet Earth to help each other, not hurt each other. And that's something that everybody needs to subscribe to. What up, Spotville? Spotville checking in from P-Town. Everybody should know where P-Town is at, especially if you're from California. P-Town is on the map. And so that's what we do, you know, because not every club is for everybody. Of course, you know that. And the key to these clubs one of the keys is finding the right club for you, the right club that fits you, because there's so many different clubs. And I can say there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it, but it's not necessary. You know, I'm that man who says if it was up to me, I'd shut it all down and just unify these clubs. And would I be willing to take part in that? F-U-C-K, yes. Why? Because of the joint unification of it. Everybody's standing on one, you know, level of respect and embracement. It's about, you know, you can be, I won't be stuck on a name or a title, you know, and am I willing to sacrifice that for the unification to make something bigger? Yes. And that's no selfishness in me. I haven't forgot, bro. I'll hit you up when I get back in town tomorrow. Right on. Thank you. Thank you very much, Travis. And I say that because I know there's other people in positions like me. And I don't want you to feel like you're the only person who feels that way. If you see that in me, then it's in you. Now, let's just say I said that right now. And what if there's 100 motorcycle clubs out there, 100 presidents who feel in the same way? And we all was able to get in touch with each other because of this. Would I be down for 100 motorcycle clubs to embrace each other under one umbrella? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes. Why? Because of the unification of it. I feel that there are too many tribes, and that's something you guys got to realize and know, that these motorcycle clubs, these are tribes. These are modern day tribes. Gangs, those are modern day tribes. You know, politics, Republicans and Democrats, those are two huge tribes. And in each category of people's nationality, blacks, whites, Mexicans, gangs, those are all divided tribes that divide the people. And it's not necessary. And it's unnecessary, and it's unfortunate that those tribes in each divided nationality, what's happening, Links? In each divided nationality, they will come together. Together for what? Death. For somebody's death. And there's a lot of stuff that's just like fucking backwards, you know. And I'm not going to change it. You not going to change it. But if 100 clubs, motorcycle clubs, came together and all unified to be one huge club with no discrepancies of somebody's nationality, you bet your ass I'd be with that. And everybody in my club would be. And it's good. It's okay to dream, you know. And who knows? Maybe this might be a video that is will sit here on YouTube for many years, way beyond my departure from planet Earth. And who knows, this might sit here and actually become something true one day. And it'll be used as archived footage. You know, and I'll be good with that. And I'll be tapped in from the spiritual world, feeling good about it, because I know I would play a part in that, you know. One down MC. the title that I put out there. You know, why I went public with my recruiting membership. Why I went public. I could say it's a lot of reasons, but it ain't too many reasons. What up, Joshua? Thank you for tapping in. But I have a lot of, I never like to talk where I'm even remotely sound like I'm tooting my own horn. So I'm saying that because I don't do that. And it's just simply for me wanting to say this statement. I feel I have a lot of experience. I've experienced a lot in life dealing with people in a whole bunch of different categories, but specifically the motorcycle club life category. I have met a lot of people, met a lot of clubs, seen a lot of clubs. What up, Tiny? Thank you for tapping in, bro. Seen a lot of people come to clubs and seen a lot of people leave clubs. Coming to the clubs, it's a big expectation for most people who come to the clubs. It's a lot they expect. And when most of the people leave the club, it's for within mostly probably under 5 reasons they leave the club. The reasons they leave is about under 5 reasons. The reason they come to clubs, it's probably, I can exaggerate it, 50 reasons or 100 reasons. As simple as they got a motorcycle. That's a reason. As simple as they broke up with their controlling ass domestic partner. That's a reason. Their kids graduated high school. That's a reason. I can keep going. So it's probably over 100 reasons people came to a club. And of those 100 reasons, 90% of them are the wrong reason to come to a club. I can say, no. People can tell me, man, you've seen it all. Hell no, I haven't. You'd be surprised at the goofy ass, what do you call them? Excuses. Grown ass people give. Goofy ass excuses. You know? But luckily for me, I've learned how to exercise, utilize, activate patience and keeping my cool in most situations. I ain't perfect. Everybody got that button. That's why on a bullseye target, you can hit the target, but there's one little tiny spot where you get the most points. And for me and some people, you hit that spot, those ain't good points. That's actually the worst, you know. It's all bad right there. What up? What up, Goldie? Be back out next year to fuck with you. Right on, brother. Make sure you tap in with me in advance so I'll know exactly what day to time to slot that off for you, bro. And I look forward to that. And thank you for including me into your California travels. My brother got one of them names that you're like, damn, man, I gotta call this nigga Big Daddy. What up, Trey? Man, I want to say thank all y'all for tapping in, man. It means a lot, you know. And motorcycle club life. To me, it's not challenging. It's fun. It's fun. And why I can say that is because I keep it fun. I do things to generate fun, F-U-N. I do things that won't interfere with keeping my fun factor fun. If you've been in these clubs long enough, you know, you could either have figured out a system like me to keep it cool and fun, or if you've been in it for as long as me, you have been allowing the lifestyle to drain you. And in some cases, it's not just a lifestyle, but it's you not doing what you need to do with your personal life to have balance with your club and work. And truly, people can look at, what up, brother? Thank you for tapping in from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thank you, bro. Mr. Dalton Sr., thank you. Many people don't have that balance. They just don't know how to do it. But it's necessary. And that's one thing that I have found to be amazing. In this lifestyle, I see people that have 3 to 4 kids, 3 to 5 kids, and they got a wife, and they got a full-time job. And their kids are extremely disciplined. They got a good relationship with their wife. They hold down their job. And somehow you see this motherfucker at all club events / events he need to be at. You see him there. So that lets me know that when somebody wants to be in their club, wants to, and at the same time, they have found it to be a necessity for them, they gonna make it work. They gonna make it work. And those are the cats that I have the utmost respect for. So back to the title. The title that I gave this, the reason I went public with my recruiting. Number one, in my opinion, from what I've gathered, recruiting publicly via social media is not exactly something that is widely done or done at all. Let me just say at this point, done at all. Especially for how long my club has been active. Now, let's just say if you got a brand new club, they don't know shit. Yeah, they might take to the internet, you know. But there's things that you learn throughout the years of being in a club. And recruiting via the internet is not really exactly something that well-known clubs would really do. But I said, I've been watching a lot of stuff happen. I've been watching a lot of stuff unfold. I've been watching a lot of clubs, watching members, watching people who become ex-members, watching people who have interest in clubs, and just watching people. And what are people watching? Everybody watching the internet. Everybody is watching social media, watching it. You can be standing right next to somebody and they don't know you there because they're watching social media. You can text somebody, send them a text. This motherfucker won't return your text. But if you inbox them or DM them into their social media platform, pop, they hit you back. And so with that being said, this social media world is bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than us. And again, I said, fuck it. I don't do what everybody else do because I don't want the same results in life that everybody else is doing. And I don't follow nobody. I don't follow no club. I don't try to mimic no man. I don't try to mimic no club. I don't try to mimic nobody's style. I do what I do for me, by me, for my club. By my club, we do what we do. So for the years with One Down, we've always been a club that represents ourselves with respect, and we move forward and we stand upright with class, and we stick to ourselves. We keep to ourselves. So the last part, meaning we keep to ourselves, it really put us in a position to being very mystique off the grid. And it doesn't actually help with recruiting / building a club. It doesn't help when you're really low key. But my exposure of me / One Down, yes, that's big. But I told myself that I have to check my program. I have to put this on the table for myself and really look at stuff. Look at stuff and look at people. And the average person, would find motorcycle club life intimidating. Intimidating, but intriguing to them. The lifestyle. For this club, a lot of people have interest in it. But I would assume a lot of people feel that they don't know the first thing to do with tapping into One Down for membership. Like, what door do they go to for membership, possible membership into One Down Motorcycle Club? So I told myself, I got to open the doors. I got to open the doors. Now, can I open the doors by just calling people I know? Hey, just a heads up, man, if you can help me spread the word, I'm trying to rebuild my membership in the club. If you can spread the word. Oh, okay, man. Yeah, I got you. Right on. Hang up. They don't know who to tell because they don't see nobody that's, they feel is One Down qualified. So I told myself, I just need to go public with it. I need to go public. And at the same time, I need to let it be known what type of club this is, so that filtration process can already be in effect. And with that being said, going public last week, boom, blessings. It showed its amazing response. We got some fellas that, gave their promise to move forward. And that's beautiful. As soon as I'm done with this podcast. I have an appointment with somebody showing up for possible membership. A couple of nights ago, I had two cats come down from near the Santa Clarita area for membership. None of that wouldn't have happened if I didn't speak up and speak out. And as they say, closed mouths don't get fed. But I'm blessed that I have built such a positive reputation and spirit about myself that people saw the call and it's still getting out there. And these are people who know that One Down is a good club. Now, when I say good club, I'm not saying there's bad clubs out there. I personally don't know one bad club. And don't even think I'm trying to kiss ass or nothing, but I'm just telling you, I don't know not one bad club. You might have some knuckleheads that did something their club didn't even approve of or would have been totally against it if they had a split second to tell him, chill the fuck out, stop, don't do that. So a bad club, I don't know no bad clubs. But I know that One Down is a good club. And let me say this, do I know some good clubs? Yes, I know some good clubs. This reboot is really big, and it has the potential, as it's already shown, to be something amazing. And I want it to be amazing. I want this club to be the answer to what most people say they wish they could be involved with. Most people fantasize about a club they can join. And coming to One Down is life-changing, point blank. And I can say this without, again, sounding like I'm trying to pop my collar. I don't do that. But I'm going to say this. There is not one motorcycle club nowhere in the United States that I'm aware of that is like One Down, equivalent, something like it. Not at all. There's not one club. I say that because there are several clubs where that club is very similar to 5 other clubs or more. And I want to say there's no club like One Down because I do everything to keep us in our own lane. In every category, in our own lane. Because I don't want to be like no other club. And I want people to know that there's a big gap of likeness between us and any other club out there. I've told people before when they trying to figure out what club they want, make One Down your last choice. Go experience it all. Because by the time you get here, if you not woe out from the other clubs, you will say to yourself, you wish this was your first choice. I take pride in being a president founder of a club who never started a club for any financial gain. And that's something I tell you, if you're looking for a club, be mindful of that. Be mindful of a president who looks like, and I'm not shooting no shots at nobody at all. So don't try to make this fit anybody or any situation. you know, and making sure that your president just not living off of the club. And again, I say that, but I'm not talking about nobody, and I'm not talking about that person you think you know or that you think I might be talking about. Not at all. I can even now talk about a treasurer, making sure that your treasurer is not being slick with the money. Money I bring up because this is something that I've stayed away from. One Down does not do any fundraisers. Anything financial, it is 100% transparent on where anybody's money is going in the club. Any financial situations, transactions of a member with this club, it's not towards the club. It's towards stuff that you need, not me. Again, it's stuff that you will pay for yourself, not me. And this is not an expensive club because money is not the root for this. Being in a club, speaking finances, if you broke as fuck, no, you're not ready for a club. But you don't got to be rich. But your financial hardships that you are currently living, you cannot bring that to the club. But if your heart is there and you got a little bit to make it work, it's going to work. Point blank, it's going to work. Because the spirits know that you doing something with this club that is putting you in a better position in life. And let that be health, mind, body, spirit, you know, less stress of other stuff that's out there. Everything that I'm saying regarding my club, I'm not tooting my club's horn. And I'm not shaming or downing no club out there. I personally got love and respect for all clubs. Whether I know you directly or indirectly, I don't give a fuck what no other club is doing. So I'm just cool with it. There's clubs that I function with that I got mad love for. And if you know me, you know exactly, you know, who, what, where, that I stand with that. And me going public with my announcement to recruit for my club. Question, Carl Jones shot in the question. I'm glad I got this other thing opened up. All right, Carl Jones, shoot the question, brother. CJ, if that's CJ from 110 to the end, I can't see the picture, but that's the only Carl Jones I know. And I'm glad I got that right in front of me. What's cracking, brother? Shoot your shot. But whenever you join a club, you don't want no surprises. You have the right to ask them what's involved with the finances. You know, what am I financially obligated to, you know, pay monthly, or what might be coming up? And with One Down, the financial situation is on the lower spectrum because things like we're a one club, one chapter club. One club, one chapter. What that means to those who don't know, we do not have yearly obligations to travel to different states to visit our other clubs. That takes time off of work, time from family, time from your kids, money. You got to spend money, and at the same time, it's taking money from you because you didn't go to work. There are plenty of people who handle that, and it works out amazing with them having multiple chapters throughout the United States and work, family, all that. I'm telling you, those are dudes that I got mad respect for. This club is a club that I'm programming for what it's designed for. It's a local club to Southern California. One club, one chapter. I'm targeting people who do have a tight schedule, who do have more of a situation where they can't leave. They can't leave and go far for a few days. They want to be in a club that is less stressful in certain categories that would not put them in a position of looking like they're a failure because they can't take off work throughout the week. Hold on. So Carl Jones said, will you allow a friend of yours from another club to wear a one-down support patch on their vest? Let me see. Would you allow a friend of yours from another club? Okay, so if you're asking me, would I allow a one-down support patch to be worn on somebody else's vest? Let me say that again to make sure I heard it. Would I allow a one-down support patch to be worn on somebody else's vest who is in another club? If that's what you said, the answer is yes. It's been done plenty of times. Yes, the answer to that is yes. You know, I'm not going to ever, deny somebody to show support to me or my club. If somebody wants to wear a one-down support patch on their cut, I say thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the love. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Now, in clubs, there are, there could be rules. Let me see. Thank you. That was the way I wanted to ask it. That's right, bro. So the love is there, CJ. And thank you very much for asking that. Again, you probably asked something that other people wanted to know themselves. One Down is a positive club. It's a fun club, and it'll remain that way. And I will continue to preach that. So going public was because I knew I had to do it. I had to do it. I want to see this club grow with fun, positive, responsible people. People who have got a few different categories. Where this club is, who is this club a good fit for? I'm 54 years old. This is my 30th year with One Down. I started it when I was 24 years old. I put self-employed on me to put me in a position that I would never work for nobody else again. Never work for somebody, never punch a fucking clock for nobody. I wasn't going to see myself working at a fast food restaurant with self-employed on me. So I put myself in a situation that would force me to continue to live a life of me holding my own, creating my own, developing my own. And nobody gets anywhere just by themselves. The umbrella of One Down throughout the years has had its rotation of plenty of amazing people applying a brick to building this empire. People who not here no more. But the building block that they left is still there. So I always have, you know, a bit of kindness for them in my heart. And there's cats who done left on bad terms. And the same thing in this world, we call it out bad. But that block that they left, I don't deny the effort that they put in at that time, you know, and I won't forget it. But out bad is out bad. Rebuilding this club for certain people at 54 years old, there are people my age. There's people that's older than me. They've joined the club some years ago and they still like the lifestyle, but they would never touch these clubs that's out there because of what's going on and how those clubs move and operate. But they've had an interest in one down on how I move and operate, how my club move and operate, but they wasn't going to put forth the effort to contact me to say, hey, Goldie, man, what's up, man? What's up with membership? People just don't do that for the most. Some people just think they got too much of a cool factor, you know? So I'm here to say publicly, brothers, Black, white, Mexican, Middle Eastern, Asian, whatever, don't sit there and expect me to contact you. I don't have your contact, and I don't know you really have an interest in this club. So I'm here to tell you, all you got to do is man up and reach out to me. This is part of who and what One Down is. Who is One Down? It's a one down motherfucker who stands on his own, who stands up on his own. You ain't leaning nobody or nobody or nothing. You stand on it. So it's going to take you to simply reach out to me. Okay? That's right. That's the hardest part. Just reach out. You might just think you're too old to do it, too good to do it, you know, but that's where you got to humbleize yourself. And as people say to me, man, I dig your style, brother. You're a humble dude. I don't know that. I'm just being respectful, you know, but people want to label stuff in life. And I guess I fall under that category, but I'm just like anybody else, you know, hit that bullseye. And like I tell people, hey, it's all good till it ain't, you know? So don't be shy. If you still got club life in you, reach out to me. And I'm going to say it again. The website is onedownmc.com. It's the number one, DOWNMC.com. What up, Nasty? Nasty. Coming all the way in from the Bay. Man, thank you for tapping in, bro. And I want people who've been through the shit already. You've been through the shit. So what that means is not the people coming to my club with high expectations in the club life. No. Much love, Kev. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Nasty. That means that you really don't have a clue that this lifestyle is it's not what you think it is, you know. But in this club, it's fun. So this is something I want people to know it's fitted for you as well. The people who've been through the shit and now they know what they don't want. Point blank. You know what you do not want. You know what you don't want to deal with. And I tell you 100%, If you are that person, everything you tell me you don't want to deal with, that's the shit we don't fuck with. Point blank. I don't have no issues with nobody's skin color. And I say this publicly. Don't come to one down. If you got a problem with Mexicans / Hispanics, this ain't the club for you. Do not waste your time or my time. We fellowship with Mexicans, Hispanics, Latinos, Chicanos. We fellowship with them. Don't come to this club if you have problems with black people. Don't come to this club if you have problems with black people. If you have problems with how the black motorcycle clubs move and operate in comparison to the non-black clubs, we embrace black clubs. We embrace black people. Don't come to this club if you have problems with white people. We go to some white events, but not a lot. Why? Because I just don't know of a lot of white events. And in some cases, some of these white events really don't take too kind on melanated people and melanated clubs. And that's just a fact. Some of them just have, some, traditions that, from a visual standpoint, that could make black people feel a little like, what the fuck are we doing here? And at the same time, some of these white cats in the clubs, they got friends who are black. But on the club life side, it's different. It's a world with a lot of doors. And you got to know what doors not to open. That's the key, not to open. And that's why I said, coming to one down, I want you to know what you don't want. Because everything that's good, I'm going to already provide that. Point blank. We got all the dope shit. Period. Right there. There's nothing that one down does not have. And the number one thing, one of them, and a lot of clubs can't say this, we are self-contained. We do not need nothing from nobody. Nothing. We take care of our own. We are self-sufficient 100%. And so what does that mean? We do not have to throw no events to fund our club at all. We pay for us by us. We feed us by us. We sustain all of our bills by us. And it's been like that from day one, if you want to ask anybody. And that's something that I'm proud of. This is something that people don't know, okay? People may ask me from time to time, hey, you guys do any fundraisers, any toy drives? And I say, fuck no. in my head. I said, no, we don't. We participate in them, and we give heavily annually to a Christmas drive, a turkey drive. We participate. Yes, we do. But One Down does not host any of those type of events. Here's why. I personally feel that thing of doing toy drives and fundraisers, it came from situations like clubs getting themselves in trouble. And now they're simply, back then, trying to figure out a way to do something to clean their name up by giving back. And they want that to hit the newspaper. What up, Gilbert? Or news channels. So for One Down, we don't do shit to get ourselves in trouble. And we ain't gonna never do shit to get ourselves in trouble. So we don't need to throw a fundraiser to clean our name up. Our name is good, it will stay good, and it's always been good. Now, at my shop, I've done stuff on a business level to contribute to the city, and blessing, I was rewarded for that on a business level. But this motorcycle club, never treated like a business. Treat it like a business? Not at all. Do we have structure? Yes, we do. But treat it as a business for financial gain? Never. Not at all. So if you're watching this from the beginning and you're taking consideration into coming to One Down, it's a club that it's not demanding, but the programming is very serious. The programming is serious. I want you to be that person, point blank, who got their shit together. Don't come here if you got your kids tied up all in your schedule. Don't come here. Don't come here if your kids is your excuse. Don't come here. Don't come here if you got a controlling significant other that's going to be making your life hell. Don't come here. Don't come here if your financial situation got your pockets inside out. Don't come here. Don't come here if your work life has you occupied. This ain't for you. This is for that small percentage of people, but it's a whole lot of them that simply got their Sundays open. Simple as that. They simply got their Sundays open. They're not broke and they far from rich, but they got what it takes to simply take part in being in a motorcycle club financially. They're not messy. They're not immature. They know how to conduct themselves. They're looking for some mature, respectful men that they can build a brotherhood with, a friendship with, and know that they're part of a club that ain't with the bullshit. Point blank, not with the bullshit. You being within 2 hours of where Riverside, California is, I'm just assuming that's the longest somebody would want to come out. Longest distance. I got a club, brother. 13 years in a club. Coming back and forth to San Diego, an hour and a half. And mad love for that man. Mad love, mad respect. You know? And it's not looked at as a chore. It's looked at as some good ride time every time you come out. Because that's what you want to do, right? Ride your motorcycle. You know? I've always said I wish this clubhouse was further away from my home. If I had it my way, I would flip this motherfucker in place right now and take this out towards the desert and let us sit on a couple of acres with a dope clubhouse. And give us a ride every time we go to the clubhouse, you know. This club will grow, and you will see the progress throughout these months and by the end of the year. I don't want people to feel intimidated to reach out. I'm telling you, reach out. If you don't have, if you're not going to look up the website, just Google One Down. The phone number going to pop up. Call me. Goldie, what's up, man? This is such and such. I want to be One Down MC. Okay, man, let's meet up. Let's talk. Now, I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen. I'm not going to give you a fucking vest right off the rip. No, that don't happen over here. You know, what's happening, Goldie? Thank you for tapping in. And, nope, not at all. That's right. Logical said, nope, not at all. And here's why I say this. I could pull this up and I want to read something to y'all. I want to read something to you that I found disappointing. I hear that brother from San Diego is a cool brother. That's right. See, he's low-key tooting his own horn, but he can do that. Okay, right there. I'm going to read something to you. And this might take this person, you know, this person might find it insulting, but I'm not going to disclose their name. But I think the person knows that what they did wasn't exactly, I don't know if they know if it wasn't cool, you know, but I'm going to share this with you so I can use this also to filter out the unnecessary BS that I don't want to deal with. So that's part of the reason why I'm going public, to create, you know, a virtual application so you'll know if this is for you. So somebody sent in through my contact form, when I tell you to go to my website, click contact us and just fill that out. I'm going to call you right back. So this was something that somebody wrote, and the spirits wanted me to know that just because somebody good on paper don't mean it's going to match up. And that's why prospecting is so fucking important. And it's unfortunate that there are many, many clubs out there that do not prospect. And that's why you find these cats hopping from club to club, because they can. And again, I ain't pointing out no club. What up, Luther? My get down, it ain't like nobody else's, you know. So this cat, I'm gonna read what he wrote. And I'm going to try not to say this dude's name because it's live. I can slip it out. But this person wrote, riding a 2022 certain motorcycle. I'm not going to say the motorcycle because I don't want to narrow this down. But it's a touring type motorcycle. And it's a 2022. So I was like, okay, cool. Got a newer one. And I know that bike. So, I mean, I know the bike is not a slow, weak bike. You know, it got some power to it. That's good. He said, I come from club life and I'm here for real brothers, real loyalty, and a solid network without the bullshit. I move with discipline, respect, and a straight line approach. My word is solid. My presence is consistent, and I handle what I say I handle. Stepping forward to earn with one down MC through my action, not excuses. I'm like, fuck yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to have this person come in. Yeah, let me put this in the bucket of this person's coming aboard. So, formally meet up with this band. And the vibe was cool. The exchange was good. This person, throughout me spending formal time of talking, for the most, had one question. One question. And that question was, how long do I got to prospect? Right then and there, from me being in this lifestyle for over 2 decades, one down 30 years, right then at that moment, he didn't know it, but I said, bad question. Bad question because I felt where he was coming from with that. And my response to it was, with my rollout program, with this recruiting program that I'm doing, brother, don't worry about it. I know that there are people coming aboard that already got experience, that already know how to dance to this music. And there's going to be people who coming aboard who ain't never been on the dance floor before, ever. So for those who got some experience and they can acclimate to this quick and program quick to our simple programming, brother, it's going to be nothing long. And let's just say, you know, pretty short, but nothing to stress over. As long as you show you got what it takes, let me just tell you, it's going to be fairly quick. I ain't trying to drag nobody through the mud and no wasted time, especially if you know what you got to, if you know what to do. If we on the football field and the game is active and my receiver sprang his leg and you in the stands and you like, yo, I could play receiver. I'm not going to say, hey man, let me see you run a couple of plays real quick. Let me see what you got. I'm going to say, get your ass in the game. If you say you can play receiver, I'm going to say, get in the game. And I'm going to just tell you, all right, on 2, hey, receiver, do a post. And I'm expecting you to know what a post is. And the ball is coming straight to your ass. So with that being said, as long as you know what you got to do and how to do it, you know, I'm going to put you in the game. I say that to give you a better understanding for those who even want to know, you know, like you said, he better catch the ball. That's right. I'm going to let you know what our prospecting, you know, program is going to consist of. As long as you know what the fuck to do in this lifestyle and what not to do in this lifestyle, I'm going to put you in the game as soon as I know you're ready. And it can be quick. Or you just need a little bit more teaching. And I know that you're going to need that. So I say all that because I told him, upon stepping forward, don't give me your answer right now. Because I know that this is something people want to get involved with. Just go home. Go home. Think about it on your whole ride home. Think about it when you're laying in bed at night. Think about it in the morning when you wake up. Because throughout that time, you're going to either be excited like waiting for Christmas tomorrow to tell me, or you're going to start seeing things that, going to discourage you because of what you thought this was going to be like. So when he hit me up the next day, his voice sounded pretty careless and something like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's up? Just let you know, I'm gonna wait to get my kids through college." What the fuck? So all I said was, "Oh, no problem, man. Much respect. One day I'm gonna be here forever. So when that day comes and you got all your family affairs handled, come on through. Holla back. That's it. Boom, bop." So more than likely, he's watching this right now. And you're seeing the other side of the pillow. Okay. And I don't want nobody wasting my time. That situation should have never fucking happened. Never. Never. If somebody got kids that you need to tend to, don't take your ass to inquire about a motorcycle club and use that as an excuse for whatever. Even if that was a lie, it's still, a waste of time. Thank you, man. Say, I pray that God send you some good brothers your way. Luther, your playbook ain't the other team playbook. So I'm saying this to even help somebody not waste another club's time. Okay? If you're somebody looking for a club or have club interests, don't go to no motorcycle club. If you are someone who works in an environment to where you have top security clearances and you don't want to jeopardize your livelihood or your top security clearances, if you work for some big NASA type company or something, and now you want to put it on the club, motherfucker, you never should have went that way. Point blank. Okay? Don't come to a club if you're not ready. Don't come this way. Everything you need to know about One Down is right here. It's right here. We meet up on Sundays. We have one mandatory meeting a month. The other Sundays, approximately 4 of them, they're mandatory in your heart. Okay? Show up. If you can't, no problem. It gives you, meaning One Down MC, gives you the opportunity to be part of a well-known, recognized motorcycle club with a real chill program and schedule, and knowing that you got some club brothers to ride with. It's simple. It's simple. So do not contact me if Sundays is 0 possible for you. Don't contact me if you are not ready. For those people who say, "Oh man, I'm just that type, man. If I can't give it 100, man, fuck out of here with that." That just means you have a problem with being responsible and being committed to something. Okay? Because You can make it work. Simple as that. You meet a new bitch, your ass is fucking doing everything you can to move shit around. So you got to act like one down is that new bitch you seeing every motherfucking Sunday, point blank. And that's facts. And I say that because I need to talk to who I need to talk to so they can know how to translate what the fuck I'm saying, because the get down is just the get down on how we talk. So you can know that I'm getting to your head that this ain't no square shit. So, if you contact me, thank you, Karina. Respect, Israel, thank you. If you contact One Down, you're contacting me because you're saying to me, I want to be one down. Point blank. You're not here to see what we got going on. What we got going on is a structured motorcycle club life with no bullshit. Point blank. You gotta embrace chain of command. You gotta embrace being able to learn. If you an old dog that nobody can teach no new tricks to, stay your ass away from here. This is a club that has structure. This is a club that visits, fellowships with other clubs. This is a club that stands on its own. There is nobody, no club governing us, dictating us, telling us what to do, how to do it. Nobody. We stand on us. This is a club that has, again, been in its own lane, respecting the motorcycle club lifestyle and its original true programming from day one. Okay? You want to be in a club with no bullshit. Everybody say that. So I'm telling you that club is One Down MC. We are welcomed anywhere. Point blank. We, One Down MC, we're welcomed anywhere. We have zero enemies. Not one enemy. Absolutely never in the history of my club. An enemy, never, not once. We'll never have an enemy. Our patch is good everywhere. We don't have no negative marks on us and never will. So if you claiming you would fuck with club life, if you found a club that wasn't with the bullshit or in the bullshit, then stop bullshitting and step up. So like I said, I'm going to build this club. And for those that's coming aboard, this is one of the best decisions you can make in your life, because I'm a man that moves with the spirit and is protected by the spirit. And my club is protected by the spirit. And you come this way, it's going to be the healthiest decision you ever made for yourself and your soul. And now I say on health because you will experience a better quality of life being around somebody who takes care of themselves. Healthy. I don't eat like shit. So that has an effect on my club. We all eat healthy. We all eat healthy. And I want this to be something that truly affects people in its most positive way. We're not a club that hang out at bars. So if you're the type of person that hangs out at bars and drinks and gets drunk and acts stupid, fuck no, this club is not for you. I can point you to a ton of them that will embrace that for membership. I will not, because I don't want the bullshit that comes with it. This is a club that is fully responsible for themselves and for each other. This is a club we show up together, we leave together. This is a club that really, really, really stands on embracing brotherhood. And I can say the word family, but we all know that family, that shit is tricky. We want to use that as the bond, but we all know most people in motorcycle clubs are detached from their blood relatives. Facts. So your family truly becomes your motorcycle club. And I'm telling you, that's where I'm at. I see my club a billion times more than I see my family. So my family, it's my club. Now, am I throwing shit on my blood relatives? No. That's just going to be there because it's blood. But my religion, my family, it's those who I see all the time, my family, my club, which is my club. I take this very serious. I had a relative that came through, became a patch holder in my club. I thought that would just make us closer. But no, it didn't. He got closer with other cats in the club because they smoked weed. I don't smoke weed. I did it to bring him in. That's my relative, you know. Ooh, yeah. But he came in for the wrong reasons. It wasn't truly for me, for the blood relationship. He gravitated towards what he was more dependent in or interested in. And eventually, he ended up not in the club as I saw him completely start to run out of gas a long time ago. And what happens? You bring in people so formally and they leave so cowardly. And so that's my relative. And he left from an informal text/phone call. And to this day, zero contact. And it's just going to be like that. So don't come this way if you're not serious, because I'm very serious about this lifestyle. And I want people to know when they see you, when they see somebody in one down, they immediately know whoever that is, that's a motherfucker with class, respect, and got his shit together. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that I want them to say that to whoever they talking to. That cat right there in one down. Elite, top notch, whoever that is. That's what I'm going to build. And that's what I'm going to produce. And that's what I'm going to put out. And that's what I demand. So again, from any age bracket, if you a youngster, you got to know that you about to be around some cats that's going to pour into you the fullness of being a responsible patch holder in a club. Pour into you game on being a man and watching you develop into a man. Making sure that as a youngster, you ain't dancing with these suckers out there in the streets. You holding yourself upright. And as a youngster, putting you in a position, you know, to carry this one down on in that event. And if you an older cat, even older than me, but you can ride, man, get your ass over here to one down. You know, this ain't a club that takes part in nothing immature. No sucker shit at all. No sucker shit. And I'm telling you again, you got to be strong enough to contact me. For everybody who might check this out via Instagram, hitting like, don't do that. Just send me an inbox saying, I want to be one down. Clicking the likes. I know that's probably how some people even get at chicks, but I ain't a chick. I stand on some man, grown man shit. If you want to be part of this club, just contact me directly. Directly. If you're watching this on YouTube and you don't know how to contact me, put in the comments, Goldie, I want to be down. Leave a phone number, leave an email address in that comment. I'm going to contact you and then I'm going to delete it. But this club will reboot itself and be something absolutely amazing for everybody involved and for everybody who watching from the sideline. Israel said, healthy living, 100% responsible, on point. Thank you. I know, and I'm going to tell you something. For those watching from different sections of the motorcycle club life, okay? One Down MC is an all-man's club. All-man's club, okay? One Down does not take females into this motorcycle club. One Down will never take females into this motorcycle club. Point blank, it will never happen. I'm not standing here saying it has never happened. Yes, in the first window of One Down, many years ago, there was a female or two. That was over. Nothing against females, but I'm just that man who has learned and developed into me, and what I have learned, I put it into play. And having an all-male club says something to me. And it says something when I see that in other clubs. I say all that to say, I have nothing against females. I work well with females. Number one, I work well with females. My background, my lifestyle, my background has everything to do with working with females. Working with females. And what is on the table right now? When did One Down become an MC? I always brought it was I don't know. A question like that, bro. When did One Down become an MC? I just guess you know nothing about us. You know, I don't take that as disrespect, but you can let me know if you're in the club. There's certain people, questions that's asked, and when it's asked by a civilian, it kind of rubs me a certain way. When somebody as a civilian ask a question, you know, so okay. So what's on the table with this 2026 reboot of One Down MC? Okay. It's a lot of good stuff. And one of the things that has never, ever been done, talked about, or even been considered is a female motorcycle club under the umbrella of One Down. Okay. No disrespect. I'm not a citizen, homie. I'm just from East Coast. Thought it was an organization like FHO. It's not. So, and I say what's on the table, you know, meaning the launch of it. Okay. the introducing of it, the going public with it, this is absolutely amazing. And timing is everything. That's one thing that's facts. Timing is absolutely everything. And the time for this is now. The time for it is now. And it's something that I am happy to see, happy of who's there at the table to kick this off and be a strong leader with it. She has a ton of experience, knows right from wrong, has enough experience to make that applicable to being under the umbrella of One Down. And we will be launching publicly a female motorcycle club. Late show, a female motorcycle club, you know, blessed in by One Down. Okay. This female club will be in the same simple programming. Just smooth, everything cool, and you will be amazed at seeing the females that commit to this. The commitment is something that really just like gasses me up, because it takes a lot for a female to be committed to a motorcycle club, because that female is a female that really is built different. She stands upright on her own. And that is what I said, you know, One Down is. Somebody who can stand upright on their own. So when you do see these females that are representing and being connected to One Down, the name of the club, I came up with it. I came up with everything for it. And I'm just, putting the right people in play with it. The name of it is absolutely, it's amazing. The name is amazing. And it says everything it needs to say to be women connected to One Down MC. These are women who will stand up on their own as an MC, females. They will be connected to One Down MC. Okay. And for you women out there that do ride and you ain't with the bullshit, you don't like the bullshit that's out there, you don't like how certain female clubs operate, you ain't got the time to do this and do that on how it's done or whatever it may be. Again, this is a club on the female side of stuff that is going to be simple, chill, easy, fun, with no bullshit. You got a jealous ass dude, this ain't for you. You got a dude that rides and both of y'all looking for a club, hey, possible. You can go to the female side, your man can come this way. you're a female that's single, you come to the female side of this, you got to be strong enough not to drop your patch when you get some new dick in your life. Point blank. You got to make sure you get a dude that's going to respect what you doing, the relationship that you already have with your club. If you a female that jumps from relationships, this ain't for you, because this is simply a relationship that you're going to jump from the moment you end up in a relationship with some dude. I am speaking on this to fertilize the ground. But on July 2nd, it'll go public on July 2nd. So if any females watching this find themselves interested, yes, go to onedownmc.com, click contact form, and you will receive a call and see if this can work for you. Good afternoon, good sir. Love and respect. What up, Kodak? What up, Mike? So there's a lot going on with One Down MC. But what's going on is just smooth, chill, fun stuff. The filtration system is in full effect by putting this out to the public so people know for the most of what they need to know before you even pick up that phone or get at me. Point blank, if you get at me, it's because you want to be one down. That means you got your financial situation together. You got your work life together, your kids together, your wife together, your girlfriend together, and Sundays you are available. So thank you to everybody who tapped in. And I look forward to showing you the positive results of the reboot of One Down, and pass this to anybody who you know is a good, upright, standing person who can come this way. Thank y'all. And next Thursday, we back and we gonna chat it up again. Much love and respect to everybody. I'm looking forward to it as well. That's one of my club brothers. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. Peace. And y'all be good out there. OneDownMC.com. Don't be shy. Tap in. Come join one of the most elite, well-respected motorcycle clubs with class in California and throughout the United States. All right, y'all. Peace.
So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through. Better get out of his way. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you. Come on. Make way for the bad guy here. There's a bad guy coming through.